All right, everybody, I'm back, and we're gonna actually be racing in a different state today. Fucking California, where I was born
Hold on,
and
hey,
raised.
good
Hold up,
morning.
one sec.
All
Let this
right,
guy shout
yo,
it
hey
out.
Tito. Oh, what's up, man? Oh, this is for you. I love you so much. So does Chris.
If I'm alive after the end of this thing.
I love bro love. Also, I mentioned, am I gonna be alive after that? That requires backstory, and I'm about to give it to you while I unnecessarily go off the front of the race to warm up my legs. So I started an internet beef, which is something I've done for a while. I think it's just something I do when I get bored with my life. Even though I tend to be pretty active all the time, I just need excitement. Send it, you know what I mean? Just gotta be unnecessary. So I kind of left a comment on Nation Number One Beast's Instagram that he didn't like. I just said you didn't break 40 or didn't break 40 in a sprint that he won. They went like 1, 2, 3. Totally just off the cuff, supposed to be funny. He did not take it that way. It was a challenge to him. Maybe I hurt his pride. It's kind of a subtle joke there because he races for a team called Legion of Los Angeles, and their what do you call it? Spirit animal is a lion. Besides the point. So that turned into a thing, and now everyone comments like, "Did you break 40?" Apparently, it's very annoying. I think it's hilarious, as you can tell. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I was blocked. I can't see his videos. It's not fun. Can't see. It's blocked by his team. It's not fun. But I mean, it's just me being me. It's supposed to be funny. It was not taken that way. Different personalities, but both sprinters with 23 watt per kilogram sprints periodically. But yeah, I was off the front of this race and caught this guy. He went off like from the gun, and that's a fun thing with racing in a new place is you have no idea like who's good, who's not. I know he's good, Charlone Smith. He is so positive on Instagram, and it makes me so happy. He's just amped on life, and that's the fucking sickest thing ever. He's pretty tight. I wish I had said hello to him. But I was starstruck. All right, we're back. This race is pretty aggressive. It's like, especially during the first, it's a 90-minute crit, and that's long for a local crit, I feel like. I mean, driveway's like under an hour. It's like 55 minutes usually. And yeah, 4 corners, brutal headwind going down this thing, which I wish it was no headwind. There's Justin Williams. He's on the Legion team, the one that I challenged, wearing the what do you call it? National champs jersey. I always feel funny about former pros who like race pro nats and then doing amateur nats. Maybe shade, maybe not shade. I don't know. It's up to you. It felt the same way with like Holloway doing that. And I called him out publicly on the internet. He was also not happy about that one. But I mean, it's an opinion I'm entitled to, and I will continue to have it. Like, imagine like Taylor Finney. He's like, "Yo, I decided not to race for EF anymore, but hold on, let me fucking win national time trial champ because I'm not on a pro team, which is really like the only requirement for you to like be amateur or not amateur." I just think that's interesting. Food for thought. There's a lot of money in this race too, which is sick. There's like hundreds of dollars, like every lap for multiple laps. Shout out to the organizers for this race. Definitely really well put together. Also like really high caliber field. You have guys from like Elevate, like Brian McCullough and Gavin Hoover, and then all the Legion guys are super strong, and a bunch of other dudes like the Eliel team out there, California Wildlife. So yeah, it was good. Like, definitely put the legs to the test. Had to cover a lot of attacks. Also attacked a bunch, just because I didn't want to just wait for a field sprint. I also like when you race these ones, you don't know who's like super strong, and you're like, maybe I should go with that, maybe not. Like, yeah, if you're wearing like a Navolo kit, I'll follow your move. But if you're like some rando dude who's wearing like ASOS jersey but like looks fast, I'll have to go as well. Yeah, so that's that's a tip. Just fucking go with everything until you're tired. But yeah, so this race was definitely interesting. we're just cruising. You know, this girl was super strong too. She was like always up at the front, which is awesome. There's that squeaky ass chair. Can't wait to buy new furniture. I'm moving to my house soon. Bought a house because I try and do real things sometimes. Check boxes. Oh man, I did get one of the preems, which was nice. Actually from Corey, he was like second in the preem. I don't think he was happy about that. He didn't include it in his video though. I was bummed. Like I wanted that, but you know, I also like didn't expect it to be in there. Me winning, you know, the preem. There's Brian McCullough, former Belgian waffle ride winner. Man, gravel, that's a thing, isn't it? Also, you can see there, you can see Tyler's hair. Look at that thing. He's a main, has a mane. He's a main. Main with a mane. God, it's so unnecessary. It's just, I've had a lot of alcohol. Actually, no, well, not a lot. I'm coming down. I'm just tired and bored. Still going pretty fast. Chugging along. As far as like the race goes, I mean, nothing stuck. There were a couple like little moves I was in, but it was like, you know, with like 12 people, and those are really never successful. I mean, except at a driveway, because you can, you know, just eventually almost lap the field. Oh, there he is. You see him? I saw him. And yeah, so lots of small breaks. They go for a couple laps. They come back. Oh yeah, they're yelling up anytime I'm like going. They're like, who is he? We should follow him. And I'm like, I'm really not going to attack that hard. You know, I'm just going to like ride. There we go, head down. That's the way I like, you know how it goes. Yeah, Chris Tolley at the front of the race. Not for long. Hold up, this is a funny clip here. Listen to audio.
It's fun, man. I mean, I grew up in Los Angeles, but I never raced here.
Okay, so that was Callie Dub, one of the Williams brothers. He was like, welcome to SoCal. And I'm like, I lived here. I was born in Beverly Hills. And then I lived here for 15 years, so I have, you know, I just never raced here. But the racing here is more aggressive. I think that's what he meant. There's Dante. Dante's tight. We've been riding fixed gears together for a long time. It's always fun starting off on fixed gears and then getting into like actual road bike racing. Man, I don't know what that team is. Maybe that's Wildlife or JC something Velo. Oh yeah. So I think there was when there he is again. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah, so Sean McElroy, or what, I forget, I think that's his name, and then Tyler, long hair, he was one of my secret mercenaries, because they formed a secret team, which really wasn't a team. It was just like, I told them, let's make this race really interesting, and if you want to leave me out at the end, that would help. But, you know, he got in the breakaway that's stuck at 45 seconds on the field. You know, had a couple people driving it, Gavin Hoover from Elevate, and then Tyler, and then, you know, the Legion guy. And now, so we're going for 5th, which is, I think, still in the money. They pay pretty well here, so I'm like, cool, maybe I'll pay for my race entry, go buy like 400 fucking, I don't know, In-N-Out burgers. No, I'll probably go spend on clothes. I have an addiction to clothing. But yeah, so it's like 2 to go, and that's what I actually just back then I was like, yo, is there a break? Like I was literally an idiot during this race. I like just didn't know. My stomach was kind of blowing out a little bit because I ate too soon. It was like 2 hours. I had to give myself 3, so you know, a little bit of gut rumble. But what are you gonna do? Just chugged a bunch of water, hoping that helps. I make a pretty decent move. I think it's here. Yeah, it was just like, you know, Legion was leading it out for the last like fucking 20 minutes. And just like, you know, not really leading it out, like it wasn't like a hard pace. It was just like, you know, controlling the front. And, you know, they were down to do it and just, you know, casually rotating through at like 26 miles an hour. And it was just a washing machine behind them. So I was like constantly kind of like fighting for a wheel, and then like everyone would swoop in a corner, but 2 laps to go, I get on Brian McCullough's wheel, who's on Justin Williams' wheel, with like a couple Legion riders up there, and I'm like, tight, this is a pretty good spot. Like, I like to, I mean, honestly, I realize I'm not like super aggressive in races, and I usually like to have like a target. I don't like to like initiate a move, so if I can like see somebody and follow that, that's a little bit better strategy for me. I don't like, I don't know, I don't like being like attacking off of like a wheel, and then I don't know, I get scared. It's much easier for me to have a target, like a dog around a fucking racetrack. You know, they're just chasing that bunny. It's all they want, and I just need that. But didn't really have it here, or at least I won't. Kind of spoiled it right there. But you know me, one take Tolly. Don't do this twice. Don't got enough time in the day. Super windy here. I'm just rolling. And so this is interesting. So, I mean, I'm like close to that wheel, but I was like, shit, okay, Justin pulls off, so he's going to get on my wheel, which is not tight. You can see Corey's video, and he's on my wheel. So Corey's leading it out, and then I'm like, shit, okay, I'll jump on Cameron's wheel. Secret teammate, state bicycle teammate. I'm yelling. You hear me yelling. I'm fucking screaming. And to be a little bit faster. But we've never actually worked together.
Come on!
Screaming. Love to yell. Helps me get out my emotions that I'm still trying to figure out. And boom, I get swooped into corner. That's important to mention. Yeah, I just like they came in. I should have went a little earlier. If I would have popped right before them, I think it would have been good. But you know, it's whatever. Also, you can see my spinning my cranks pretty quickly there. I actually derailed my chain in the last like 20 meters or so. Maybe would have given me a little extra pop. See how moody I am? So moody. But yeah, so that's it. It was a fun race. Gonna go back and do more. Continue the showdowns. Next up is like, I have State Crit, OKC, and then they'll be at Tulsa. So that'll be tight. And then Corey came up to me after the race and like filmed me, and it's just like, yo, how was that? And I was like, yo, you guys were tight. This is so fun. I'm excited. I was trying to be super nice because, it's not real. Like, none of this is real. I wish it was more like West Side Story. Like, everyone comes up like snapping and we like dance and stuff like that. That would have been more fun of a showdown, but I have these wild ideas in my head of how life turns out, and they never work out. So yeah, it's whatever. Bike racing's super fun. You just don't think about anything else, and you're just like, must win. All right, so that's it. I will have a lot more videos soon. Assault that fucking subscribe button, bros. I make so much money off of this. No, I don't. Love you. Bye.